Welcome to JJ Media Channel. This is a channel where we explore the truth behind the headlines. Peter Obi was never denied visa. There has been rumors making rounds that Peter Obi, the former governor of Anambra State and the PDP vice presidential candidate in the 2019 presidential election, was denied visa to go to America. JJ Media Channel has reached out to find out if it is true that Peter Obi was denied visa and why Peter Obi was denied visa. We found out that Peter Obi was never denied visa according to his personal aide, Valentine Obianye. The special assistant to Peter Obi declared to JJ Media that it is only a mere rumor making rounds that the US Embassy denied Peter Obi visa. It is believed that this rumor is being fueled and engineered by the Anambra State Governor, Mr. Willie Obiano, and the federal government led by the APC, because Obi is a material that they are all scared of. JJ Media reached out to Valentine Obianye to clarify the validity of the bad news. Valentine Obianye laughed so hard and replied on our conversation with him, rather than face serious issues for the good of the society, these boys, sponsored by them, are busy cooking up stories and circulating them online that Peter Obi was denied visa by the US Embassy. Valentine Obianye went further to say, as we talk, Obi is in the United States now on the invitation of a highly placed US official. Ironically, these are the officials that were supposed to have denied him visa application. What a confused bunch, he stated. Since Peter Obi left office, his record, which nobody is even trying to surpass, still speaks volume, and for him, and speaks every single day. Some of the unmatched records are: 1. It is on record in the whole Nigeria that Peter Obi is the only governor in the midst of recession and in the midst of governance, the only governor that has bequeathed over 75 billion naira. 75 billion naira to his successor. No other governor in the history of Nigeria has done that. Remember, he was the only person with Okonjo-Iweala that was shouting that Nigeria must save for the future of the unborn children. But nobody listened until Nigeria was in a bad mess. But no one listened to them when they were shouting. If you remember again, those in APC today being made ministers like Rauf Aribosala, Oshomola, and eventually even led by Chibuike Rotimi Amechi when he was the chairman of the governors forums, Nigeria Governors Forum. He went to court to stop the government from saving. They went to court, and the court issued a judgment that the monies from LNG, the monies from everywhere will be shared. And that was why the government of Goodluck Jonathan couldn't save much, because the constitution said they must share the money. It is also on record that Peter Obi completed all the roads started by his predecessor. Who is his predecessor? His predecessor is no one else than Dr. Chris Ngige, who was the former Minister of Labour and who stole his mandate in 2003 and was later declared an illegal governor by the court, and who is still today parading himself as an ex-governor. Peter Obi, during his time, embarked on serious construction of massive roads that made Anambra State, during his time, to be regarded as the state with the best road network in Nigeria. Sadly, if you go to the same Anambra today, some of the roads are not being kept up to speed. We do not know what the current governor in Anambra State is doing with the monies meant for this road. Remember, Peter Obi returned the schools to the churches, and he made provisions of over 6 billion naira to be used, and which was used to rehabilitate schools, as well as provision of 2 buses to each school. Every school in Anambra State got school buses, 18-seater school buses. He provided internet connectivity. He provided boreholes, sporting equipment, computers, generators, and he powered them. Note, what he bought generators for and others are today buying them for. Complete turnaround of selected hospitals include those that are owned by the churches. Hey, this man Peter Obi, he was a magic worker in Anambra State. Remember again that Peter Obi was the person that built the teaching hospital from the scratch. This teaching hospital in Anambra, he built two massive secretariat buildings which never existed before he came in as a governor. He is known on record to have paying close to 40 billion in arrears of pension and gratuities owed in the state since 1999. 1999, since the Fourth Republic, when no one was able to pay. How did Peter Obi do this magic? This is the same magic they are preventing him from doing as a vice president in Nigeria. But we shall come to that on another video, where we shall equally look into the court proceedings. Stay tuned at Njenje Media. Also note that Peter Obi attracted Fortune 500 companies in Anambra State, whose records are open for everyone to see. Hey, this Peter Obi must be a magician. Development of permanent site of the Ibariam campus of the State University and the internal roads leading to that university were all constructed by Peter Obi. The erection of over 15 solid buildings at the College of Agriculture, Mbako. He met a state with no accredited health institution, but by the time he left, he had over 11 health institutions accredited, including 2 hospitals. He met none and he accredited over 11. These things are easily measurable. And it is and again, it's the language we expect to hear from governors elsewhere. I met this and I left that. Not these stories that does not add any value. And again, let us continue. Peter Obi built over 30 bridges. 30 bridges. Odo Bridge is even longer than the second Niger Bridge. Peter Obi built it as a state governor. Yet today, the federal government cannot build second Niger Bridge. That is only 1.6 kilometers in length. What a shame. Peter Obi built 30 different bridges in different parts of the state. And we have the names. Again, these are structures and these are easily measurable. Peter Obi attracted the first federal government institution. You see? That is part of the marginalization. Since after the war, there is no presence of federal government in the Southeast. But Peter Obi, in his quiet manner, attracted a federal government institution, or rather, federal government institutions, such as the Federal Secretariat, Federal High Court, Naval Outpost at Odebe, etc., to the state. He also got the federal government to hand over federal structures like Omo River Mill to the state. We are interested to know further attractions since he has left office rather than cooking falsehood. This current government, if not only for the 3 bridges done in Oka that are already cracking and about to be broken down called Okpoki Kube, what else can they boast of aside from drinking champagnes? Again, let us review and continue to explore these things in order to shame the devil. Peter Obi built 2 business parks at Onitsha. He bought official vehicles for the first time in the history of state for certain categories of government officers such as permanent secretaries, judges, magistrates, etc. Peter Obi bought over 600 patrol vehicles for the police during his tenure. 600 patrol vehicles. We're not even talking about the one he gave to all the towns in Anambra State when Anambra State instituted the Anambra Vigilante Outfit. We have 177 towns in Anambra State. Now, 177 towns got at least 1. Some got 2, some got 3, because all the towns are not the same. There are some like Onitsha, Ugidi, Nnewi, Ekwulọbịa that are big and becoming a metropolis that they needed more. But no state. And again, the good thing is, he believes in made in Nigeria goods. That's why he went to Innoson Motors. We are blaming the federal government of not patronizing Innoson Motors. But is Anambra State government patronizing Innoson Motors? Is Imo State government patronizing Innoson Motors? Aside from Abia, that sometime bought a motor from Innoson, there is no patronage. But Peter Obi was the only person that bought over 1,000 vehicles, both for schools, for the Igwes in communities, and for the vigilantes. And Peter Obi paid cash in order to encourage Innoson to produce and produce more. As we all know, Innoson today even produce better looking cars. You have the what they call the G-Wagon. If you see the version of Innocent, it is unbelievable. This is all thanks to Peter Obi for supporting him. Let us come back to this. The only governor that has bought armored personnel carrier for police, including the one that are stationed at the lodge and the government houses today, that is Peter Obi. And Peter Obi gave over 100 million naira buses, security vehicles to all universities in the state. Every university in the state gets these things from the governor. Peter Obi improved the power system in Anambra through various efforts, including purchase of over 500 transformers to make sure that each community, when transformer is blown away, they don't need to wait on NEPA. They would revert to Anambra State, and Anambra State will help us by giving them a transformer. Peter Obi set up Anambra State Road Maintenance Agency, bought equipment for them to be patching small patches in order to maintain road and not to leave road to degenerate and become something else. Again, Peter Obi built soil testing laboratory in the state for the Ministry of Works. If you remember, and if you are from Anambra State, there are areas in Anambra State like Nanka, like Oko, like Uke, like Oboji. There are places where you have erosions, and these soils need to be tested in order for us to know how this soil can be maintained and how these things can be, preventive measures. And Peter Obi built this laboratory where these things and these soils are tested. Peter Obi supported local industries through various ways, including building access roads to their facilities. There are companies in Anambra State today that can attest to that. Innocent Motors, Nnewi, Cotis Cable, Dossi, Orange Drugs, Christora, Chikasen. All these people benefited because the moment you build your factory, Peter Obi will come and build a road that will lead to your factory in order to make it easy for you to operate. And he doesn't charge money because these things belongs to the state. Peter Obi has the philosophy that the moment these things are done, states can now, these factories can employ people. And when people are employed, the state can generate more money through taxations. In terms of the patronages, he bought over 100 vehicles from 1,000 vehicles from Innocent and introduced Innocent to the federal government. In fact, what Peter Obi did in Anambra State cannot be said by word alone. You need to go to Anambra yourself after listening to this video. Again, Peter Obi started the projects like Agro Lake Hotel, Onitsha Hotel, NYSC Permanent Camp at Umuawolo Mbako, shopping malls at Onitsha, Oka, and Nnewi, 3-arm zone, and set aside enough money for their completion. Note that Onitsha Mall was the exception. He fulfilled government obligation to that project before he left office. There are so many things that this man called Peter Obi has done to Anambra State, and so many that many people that do not know him do not know. It's not in public domain, but some people know this information. A lot of things he has done for Anambra, for Igbo, and for Nigerian at large. The man did simple wonders in the state. Everybody is aware that they have done everything to indict and discredit him, including inviting the personnel of the EFCC to Anambra State, but all came to naught. Nothing. The only man that has been in office in Nigeria, impeached twice, came back twice. His mandate got stolen. He came back. EFCC has been looking at his orifice, smelling it, doing this, doing the other one, but there is nothing to be found. Have you seen any other government, any other governor in Nigeria that has finished his tenure and EFCC has not charged them? But this one, not even the people that worked with him, not even EFCC, not even a single bank can say that this is where Peter Obi hid money. But rather, the people are dancing in the streets of Anambra and say, may God bless Peter Obi. May God make Peter Obi the president of Nigeria, so that thing he has done in Anambra State, he can do it all over Nigeria. Hi, this man called Peter Obi. This man called Peter Obi is a wonderment. Again, EFCC has been invited to Anambra State, but nothing came out of it. When it became apparent that that man is a saint in Nigerian politics, they prayed every day that he could sing a little, even a little, just like a mustard seed. Let him sing a little so that they can nail him with it. Nothing. Out of respect for frailty of human nature, Mr. Peter Obi remains a saintly politician with adamantine consistency. Unable to dictate any fault, they now try to create some Their latest now is that Peter Obi was denied visa. How can you deny visa to a man that stands with presidents? With a man, you can see, this is Peter Obi standing with the British Prime Minister. How can they deny such a man a visa? A man that people are begging him to come and deliver lectures in Nigeria, abroad, everywhere. It's only Nigeria that is losing by not bringing Peter Obi to help fix their problem. This is Njenje Media Channel. Subscribe to the channel where we explore the truth behind the headlines and the rumors you read every day. Remain blessed.